not need 6 hours of homeschool. One of the biggest misconceptions I see with new homeschooling parents is the belief that they need to recreate the public school atmosphere at home. And you really don't. You really, really don't, especially with younger children. Many parents think homeschool should look like 6-hour school days, constant worksheets, homework, busy work, and then sitting at a table or a desk all day. A lot of new parents will also get in the homeschool Facebook groups and ask if anyone has a school desk. But honestly, young children usually learn much better through much shorter, focused instruction with breaks, movement, conversation, and hands-on learning. Attention spans for young learners are naturally shorter. Enforcing hours and hours of work often creates frustration instead of better learning outcomes. Also, if you are their parent, navigating that relationship between parent and teacher is going to be a lot more difficult than if you were to teach somebody else's child. And the reason for that is if you are also their parent, you are their safe space. So if they go to school, or even if they join classes with me, they're still at home in their house. Now they're just online with Zoom, but I'm their teacher. It is a completely different relationship and dynamic. You are their safe space. I am not. They feel comfortable throwing a fit with you, telling you that they don't want to do it, on and on and on. They don't do that to me because I'm not their mom. And that has nothing to do with me being a strict teacher or they feel like they're going to be in trouble. If anything, I act like I'm 4 or 5 years old in class, so we are the best of friends. But again, I'm not the safe space for them. In the same way that they might not feel comfortable throwing a tantrum in front of their best friend. Quality matters far more than quantity. So for example, 15 focus minutes of explicit reading instruction is usually far more effective than an hour of distracted work. And this is especially true for struggling readers. Kids are going to learn best, I'll say it over and over and over again, when instruction is intentional, it's engaging, it's developmentally appropriate, which is a big one, and targeted to their actual skill level. One huge advantage homeschool families have is flexibility. Own it. You can slow down, you can speed up, you can take breaks, you can adjust your pacing and truly meet your child where they are without shoving a curriculum down their throat that they don't understand anyway. Homeschool does not need to mirror public school to be successful. And in fact, it probably shouldn't. For many families, trying to create public school at home is what causes burnout in the first place. And many of these families feel like they can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not being successful, and then they re-enroll them into public school the next year anyway. Some of the strongest learners I've worked with came from homeschool environments that prioritize mastery and confidence over rigid schedules. And if anything, my most behind readers are the ones who go to public school because they got left behind. Follow for homeschool and literacy support. And if you're looking for reading support for your child, enrollment for our reading programs is currently open through the link in my profile. I generally like to start with a one-to-one reading assessment. That way we can see where your child is actually reading. I don't care what grade they are in school. I do not care how old they are. I care what their reading level is. So if they are 12 years old and we need to enroll them into first grade reading course, then that's what we're gonna do to meet them where they're at in order for them to be successful. Comment the word assessment and I'll DM you the link. You can also